Memories of an unknown disciple, of the Lord Jesus Christ, Philochristus. I pray thee, said he, tell me by what name doth thy master call himself? A prophet? Or a teacher? Or doth he say that he is your Messiah? Or a lawgiver like unto Moses? But I made answer that Jesus called himself by none of these names, but, for the most part only Son of Man. Here Xanthias of Alexandria marveled and said, But wherefore useth he this title? For thou and I and all men are not we all sons of men? Doth thy master therefore fear lest his disciples may perchance forget that he is a man and deem him to be a god? For such a title as this, albeit humble in appearance, seemeth in verity too proud for any save such as aspire it to be gods. But perchance your prophets have so used this title that it hath some strange meaning whereof I know not. Then I said that the word was indeed used by the prophets, for whensoever the Lord speaketh to Ezekiel as to a mortal creature, the Lord calleth him Son of Man, as if to set the mortal infirmities of the prophet over against the divine nature of the Lord. But again the prophet Daniel saith that in the day of judgment, there shall appear one like unto the Son of Man, sitting in the clouds of heaven and coming in glory to judge the nations of the earth. Wherefore the title seemed to signify the weak nature of man, whether infirm or exalted, howbeit, added I, before Jesus no prophet thus spake of himself as the Son of Man. Here Xanthias marveled the more, saying that this was indeed a strange title, and such as no philosopher had ever before taken upon himself. Then he mused a while, still holding me by the cloak, and would have questioned me further, but I could tell him no more. So at last he let me go, shaking his head, and saying that it was strange, it was passing strange, and that there was more in this than he could understand, and as he turned himself to depart, I heard him repeating again to himself to depart, I heard him repeating again to himself that it was a proud title, a very proud title, and such as no wise and sober philosopher should take. And thus he departed, meditating as he went, and so wrapped in his study that he forgot to bid me farewell. But when he was departed, so that I had leisure to think on his wonder and on the cause thereof, then I also began to perceive that there was more than I had as yet understood, in this title of the Son of Man. When the Lord shall come, it shall not be after such manner as we expect and shape forth in our minds, but the manner thereof shall be unexpected and new, yet, none the less strange, yea, and perchance at the first, full of disappointment. For I perceive that all the dealings of the Lord with men are after this fashion. He ever prepareth some good thing for us, exceeding all that we had expected, notwithstanding, with the good there cometh also some wholesome pain or temptation that we expect not. For thus the Lord dealt with Adam in paradise, and thus with Israel in the promised land, and thus also dealt the Lord Jesus with his disciples on earth. Wherefore thus also, I doubt not, the Lord Jesus will deal with his disciples now that he reigneth in heaven. Memories of an unknown disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ, Philochristus.